Hey everyone, it is Tanya. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another apartment renovation. Today I'm renovating 1310 21 Chic Street in the fashion district of San Myshuno, which is one of my favorite areas to renovate apartments. I just think these ones are a nice size and the walls are not too tall and the apartments aren't that big. They're a little bit on the bigger side, but they're still like manageable, realistic to me. I did tweet out yesterday about thinking that all the apartments in The Sims 4 are too big, and I was not expecting that tweet to do as well as it did, so I'm still getting tons of notifications on hearing everyone's opinions. So feel free to give me your opinion down below or over on Twitter. I am Miss Gryphi over there on what you think about the sizes of the apartments in The Sims 4, because in my opinion, most of the apartments are so big. There's a couple of them that I'm like, okay, this is like a normal sized apartment, but then the walls are too tall or it has like bugs and stuff. But I'm like, it's an average size apartment. So I want to use it because everything else is like too big and I don't feel like I can make it accurate, if that makes sense. But anyway, the apartment I am building today is based off a couple of suggestions I combined that I got from y'all. One of which was to do an apartment that was a little bit more masculine, and I'm assuming you were talking about color schemes and like perceived colors. And so I decided to take it that way and play around with some colors I don't typically use in apartments. And I really like how it came out. I used this red couch with a blue blanket. There ends up being a lot of red and blue like primary colors in here. And I'm not sure if this is what you meant or not, since, you know, colors can be for anyone. But I really like how this came out. And the other suggestion I combined that with was a starter apartment. So this is one that you can move right on into out of Creatisim as well. And it's like a little under 20K for the furnishings. And I don't remember exactly how much the weekly rent is, but it is a starter apartment. And I really, really like it. I did think about having carpeting throughout, but I got rid of that very quickly. I wasn't a fan of how it looked, and the reason I got blue throughout was actually inspired by the flooring I just put down in the kitchen area. Oh my gosh, that deep blue tile, I just think is so pretty. So I really, really enjoyed that. And then just trying to figure out the placement of stuff in the kitchen. I do forget a fridge for a little while. I do go back and add that though, no worries there. But for right now, I'm like, oh yeah, the stove in the middle, that looks nice. And I just completely forget to add a fridge. And then over here, I decided to add a table and chairs. This is a pretty like cool layout, I think. I was really happy with how it came together. It's a little scrunched over there with the island. You could probably swap those out for regular counters instead of island counters and just have it flush. But I thought it looked pretty good, and I was just like seeing how this looked in tab mode and then playing around with the wall colors as well. I really loved adding some more of this blue to the space. It's just so pretty. So realizing now I don't have a fridge, so I'm moving everything around to try to make sure we have space for a fridge and adding the proper cabinetry so it looks okay over there. And then also deciding I wanted to add something on the table as well as some artwork. And I thought Dream Home Decorator would be perfect for that with this like bowl. I didn't want to put like lots of flowers around. That is something I do more often, and I was trying to decorate this apartment slightly different than I normally do because, like I said, that's how I took that comment and that suggestion. But if you have other ideas of ways you'd like to see me decorate, do let me know. I did put this little vase with a couple of like stems in it. I'm going to be moving that a little bit later on, but I wanted to have a couple of very small amounts of green in this space, and I think that worked out nicely. It's a little bit more sparse than I typically decorate for two reasons. I was going for a different style, and then of course keeping budget in mind for this particular apartment. But here in the bathroom, I am using the Parenthood shower tub combo with the blue and white curtain. Once again, favorite shub in the game. And yes, I said shub. Shower tub combo is called a shub in my mind. And so added a little bath mat in here as well as a, oh my goodness, what is that called? Bathrobe. There we go. And then a sink area over here, which I cluttered up with some like bathroom stuff. I believe we get like a hair dryer and like a nail file and A couple of other things, a toothbrush as well. I just wanted the space to look like it was being used, but I didn't want to add like a much more value to the space, if that makes sense, since we were going on a budget here. I do end up getting rid of the laundry detergent a little bit later because we were just over budget. And by deleting the laundry detergent, we were able to be in budget. So I think that's a very minor thing to have gone later on. So I was okay with that. Anyway, I also thought about adding laundry on the floor in the bathroom, but for some reason I didn't like how that looked. I didn't feel like it fit the rest of the apartment, which is like really clean and put together, and that just felt kind of messy. Anyway, I was about to work on the bedroom, and then I realized I didn't add like a TV or any other decorations in the living room, so we're going back to work on that now. I get this TV I scaled up and just a little lamp next to it. We didn't have a ton of money left at this point. We're at like 18,000 simoleons, I think. It's kind of small on my screen. But I knew I wanted to use this bed from high school years as soon as I decided I was going to do this particular idea for an apartment because I love it so much. And I just feel like it fits the theme that I was going for. And then I was trying to figure out what kind of artwork I could put above the bed that wasn't expensive. And so I tried some stuff from Snowy Escape, but then I went back to high school years and used this tapestry instead and got a little desk lamp next to the bed. And then over here, we're just going to get a dresser and I believe a mirror as well. And that should be it for the bedroom. And then I think all we have left is adding a couple extra decorations throughout and getting like a fire alarm and stuff. Oh yeah, and putting a bookcase over here. I tried a couple different ones, but I ended up going with this low-lying one from high school years. And I ended up moving that plant that I have on the counter over here instead. And I put it next to a painting. Well, I guess it's not a painting. It's a framed jersey. I thought that was a cool piece to have up on display. So just moving those over there. And then I end up putting a fruit bowl in the kitchen instead. And that's pretty much it for this build. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. That really does help me out. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already and click that bell to be notified of every single time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the screenshots and I'll see y'all soon. Bye everyone.